Welcome to the channel today, and today we're going to talk a little bit different about, it's not about what we're growing today, but kind of how we ate. I was in the 70s mainly. My wife was a little bit like, she's 5 years younger than I am, and kind of what we ate growing up. This isn't meant to make fun of anybody. If you're still eating that way, that's fine. There was a football player named Shannon Sharp. We listened to one of the things he was talking about. He said that he enjoyed eating pig's feet because he wanted to eat pig's feet, not because he had to eat pig's feet. And so he sometimes still eats that. But he would tell the young football players, you only got a short amount of time to make money in the NFL. Make it last, because you don't want to have to eat the things you ate growing up as a kid. So that's kind of what we're going to go over today. I'm getting to the age we kind of like to reminisce about things. It's getting toward the end of the year. So my wife doesn't know what I bought. And I did go through the store, and some things you cannot buy.
He just came home and said, we're doing this. I was like, oh.
And so, you know, some stuff we can't buy, and I will mention some of them because some of them were truly disgusting. But that's what we had. And I guess the first thing I'm going to bring out, I always like to talk about, is the Chef Boyardee pizza maker.
See, I didn't grow up with that.
It's the only pizza we had. I mean, if you want a pizza, this was it. Now, if y'all don't understand, I'm gonna open it up. And we did eat this at one time.
We ate it after we got married. Because I don't know why.
And this is one, well, I thought it tasted good as a kid. You got the crust that you had a powder and you had mixed water in it. And then you got the Chef Boyardee pizza sauce.
It's just tomato sauce, though.
It's just tomato sauce. I mean, and this one doesn't have, okay, back in the day, I guess they quit making. They would also have another little pouch in it.
I'm just ready to
That's just the crust, and that's just pizza crust. Two of them, so it's pizza crust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kept another little pack of Parmesan cheese. So basically, you had the pizza maker sauce, which is basically tomato sauce. They also had a pepperoni one that has small little deals of pepperoni on it. And then you take this, you would make it into a paste, you spread it out using your Crisco oil, spread it out on the pan, you pour this into the deal, mix it there, and then you take that Parmesan cheese and sprinkle that on top. That was it. There was no mozzarella cheese, there was no anything. That was the pizza. Now they put on the box that add your own mozzarella cheese and toppings, but that wasn't what we had. Be careful, you dent the car, son. All right. Down there. Now, this, we still eat this some today.
Oh, yeah.
It was Totino's Pizza. Now, there's a Mr. P's Pizza that I can't find anymore. The only thing about this is actually decreased in quality. This was the top pizza at the time because it had really good crust. It still has a good crust. I like the crust because it bubbled up. It wasn't just a piece of cardboard like you kind of see today. And it came in a nice round package. It wasn't in this little package here. The problem that they've done with this is it's now imitation mozzarella cheese.
And they chintz on even that.
And they chintz on that. They really, but the price is probably the same as they sold back in the day. So the quality of this actually went down, but we still eat it. I mean,
our kids love it for quick lunch.
So, but that's still, if you're poor, that's the kind of stuff you ate, or you had to eat the Mr. P's pizza, which that was even worse than that. And the best tasting pizza you ever got was Tony's. Tony's was a pizza that you made if you had a pizza party or something, because in our town there was no takeout pizza or whatever, but there was a gas station that had a oven that they would take a Tony's pizza out of the freezer and put that in, and that would be, if you was really getting fancy, they would cook them that way. So that's, you know, and that was before Pizza Hut and all that started coming in.
Yeah, I came from a bigger town than that.
It was bigger than 2,500 people?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I was city girl.
Now this is Banquet chicken pot pie. The only thing I would say different about this, now they say it's made from scratch. I guess everything's made from scratch if you think about it. The only thing I say different than this, we would have this one and we'd have the other one, and when the cheaper one, well, this is the same way.
There's no crust on the bottom.
They're lying to you.
Well, is that what
See?
this is supposed to be right here?
No, no. Well, maybe.
You just didn't get a whole
Extremely.
crust.
I didn't get the whole crust. So, but back in the day, none of this was here. All you got was the top, and none of it was in the bottom. So when you was cheaping out, they was on 3 for $1 or 4 for $1. When we didn't get a crust on the bottom, and this is supposed to have a crust on the bottom, but you know, being Banquet, they didn't quite finish it. But you
The
know,
only good part was the
I
crust.
still like Maria. I know the only thing edible was the crust. I like Maria calendars or whatever she says.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good. No, my kids don't eat it because they're too picky. But
My kids don't like pot pie even if it's homemade.
yeah, there's a big fight years ago. My son said, "You expect us to eat this junk?" And basically, she went off crying, and we had a really sit down talk, a nice, calming. Well, I was screaming, but I said, "You're gonna eat this stuff. I don't care whether you like it or not. Your mother spent all afternoon making it. It was not a good day." And my kids hopefully learned on that day not to criticize the cook. Now this is not what we ate, but
That's what I
you
grew
remember
up on.
this.
I did.
She grew up
Because they
on
were
that.
10 for $1, and they're still 10 for $1. I think.
No, they're a little more like that. They're like
Okay.
39 cents, I think, is what I
Okay.
paid for this. Chicken
But yeah,
flavor.
we grew up with that,
So-
and a lot of times Mom would
And even if-
scramble an egg.
When I was in college, they mentioned this, but we never had it.
I know, we lived off
What
that
did we
stuff.
have? Macaroni and cheese in a box.
Lived off that too.
And this is not, for you people that's never had one like this. Oh. Basically, it's the regular noodles, okay? Noodles are the same. But, man, this is small.
That's what I said. Oh, that's different.
This is a package.
That's
Okay.
all the cheese
Now,
you get.
don't think, I know that kind of cheese on cheese, usually a bigger package.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't think this is liquid. This is powder.
You
I'm not going to
gotta
take it out. You have to add water to it.
I think it's butter and milk. It says water.
Yeah, we didn't have no butter. Well, it does
Oh,
say
it's
4
a
tablespoons.
A quarter cup of 2%.
We never had no milk in it. It was just straight water. We couldn't afford the milk.
Really?
Yeah, it's just, you take this, you throw it in there.
Oh.
She might have put some butter in it, but it was mainly the powder stuff. I ate that in college too.
Wow.
I know I
See,
didn't
my
put it
mom
in.
actually put in some milk.
I don't think we did. See, but y'all was y'all had.
I was only a child
You was the only
too.
child. My family had 6 people in it, so you know. But
Oh
it's
yeah, I grew up on those.
chicken. Okay, if you people had never seen this, it is thinly sliced.
That one doesn't do too bad actually.
And yeah, you could eat it. I mean, it's okay.
I can't eat it.
Well,
I don't eat deli meats.
right.
Transplant
But
patients
other
don't eat
thin
it.
stuff, and they'll take it and they put that, and you always have to fluff it up, and they put that on bread, and then they shove it in a sack, and you take that to school, and man, I had one other thing, and then we get the Little Debbie treats. So I get a Little Debbie treat, small pack of chips. I get this in a sandwich, and my mom would always ask, "Did you eat your sandwich?" This is an everyday thing. And every day I say, yes, I ate some of it. Well, at least you're eating some of it. Now, when you ask your kid if they're eating some of something that they don't really like, what does that mean? They took one bite. So I take one bite of this, and it's either be this or it'd be Parmesan, pimento cheese.
See, yeah, I
Take
never
one
had
bite.
to eat pimento cheese.
Well, I had that or this.
I ate
only
school
choices.
lunches.
That's the only 2 choices. I refuse to eat school lunches.
Well, I didn't say I necessarily ate them, but I was supposed to
I
have school
refuse.
lunches.
Now, you know it's quality food when it's got a pull tab on it.
Is that potted meat?
This is potty. They still make this stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and open it up,
Oh,
but I
did
know there's nobody in my family that can eat this.
Is it gonna? Oh, that looks like cat food.
Cat food's a little better than this. But that's the potted meat. Now some people
Oh, I
like,
can smell it.
a lot of people like this. Okay, son, take this and go dump it out for the dogs.
I don't like that. I'm sorry.
And
You just go ahead.
go ahead. No, don't stop anything. Just go do it. We don't.
Okay.
You're not even in the video. You're supposed to be.
Well, he didn't know what for sure what you wanted. I don't know why. Oh, dear
Now-
God.
This is. They just say luncheon meat. Okay, y'all all know this is spam. Occasionally we would get spam, but most of the time it was treat. Now the other store had treat. I didn't want to go across town to go get it. And some dear sweet person that I would really like to slap if I could get a hold of them. It says right here on the back, fully cooked, ready to serve.
Yep, my mother never cooked them.
Well, if the Cowboys won, my mom would cook it. If they didn't win, she wouldn't.
Boy, this would have been a bad year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, what am I going to do with it?
I don't know.
This is what it looks like. And usually that it's got that same smell to it. I want to
Got
put
a
it.
gel around it. And you're not gonna do
Used to, you can slap it out.
I saw a video how they make that.
Didn't help you, did it?
No, it looked like sludge, pink sludge.
And this ain't got that much gel on it.
Mm.
But that had this little gel on it, and basically you would slice it like this. That would go on your sandwich, and that's what you had to eat. Because somebody had to put on that stupid deal saying it's fully cooked.
Yeah.
Folks, if you're doing this, it's child abuse. Cook it. Put it in a pan and cook it.
They'll have trauma for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, we still don't like it. Still.
So
But it's got 7 grams of protein.
I got horrible memories of that. Yeah, it's supposed
We're
to be
not
all
eating
meat, so you think it would have more than that too.
Yeah. Now another one. Now I didn't bring out the I was going to show this one too. This is tamales in a can with chili sauce. Actually, I kind of like this.
I'll say, I only
but
remember that right after we got married.
Yeah, and it instead of a tortilla shell, they got paper that wraps each one of them, and you pop it out, and you can take it and tortilla.
Oh, a corn husk.
Corn husk.
Okay, sorry.
You put most tamales have corn husks. They just have a piece of paper, wax paper, covered each one of them, and you can take this out and you can put some Wolf Brand chili on it, and put some cheese on top, warm it up, cook in the oven. It's not that bad, okay?
Like,
I would say it's not that bad. Come here, girl. Doberman approved. Just not food, just not human approved. Now, if you wanted to have you a quick soup, Bouillon cubes. Right, if any young people is watching this basically is you take this, you open it up.
You got Rico's full attention now.
You take this little cube, you stick it in a cup of water, and that is your soup.
It was broth.
No, it was not. In my family, it was a cup of hot water.
I meant that you use it for soup because that's just supposed to be broth.
We weren't that rich. See, you're spoiled. I
had to tell Mom, I'm sorry. He's like, you got a whole nother deal of that, sir.
Where's the other dog?
Loki! Yeah, she comes later to that.
Loki, come here. Hey, it's my fingers. Go feed that to the other dog.
I'm so sorry you had to smell that. Oh, you don't have smell.
Yeah, I've got to the upside down now.
Told you not to move the camera. Okay, now,
Did he leave us?
since we're on the pull tabs,
Now, I grew up eating those. I thought he did.
and that was the one thing that we did not eat.
You didn't eat Vienna sausages?
No. And they're Viennas. I know it says Vienna on the package, but if you kind of do the southern slang to it, it's Viennas.
Yeah, we always call them Viennas.
And anybody that says they call them anything different is lying, because in my day it was Viennas. Now we got sophisticated, we say Vienna sausages, but they're Viennas, and some people still call them Viennas. And if y'all haven't ever seen a packet that open up like that, it's just what they are. Oh, it's always a lot of juice in the first one you get out, it's a hard one. And that's what you would eat.
It's like a little hot dog that's been cut.
Yeah. So.
But they don't taste like hot dogs.
Sorry, dog. No, you're done messing up. You're done getting too excited.
He said, well, I was a little excited and your finger smelled
Now,
like the food.
You always had chicken noodle soup.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not bad. We still
No,
eat
we
this
still do
today.
that,
We'll probably
yeah.
won't even open this, and we'll probably actually eat this.
Oh, yeah.
It's heart healthy.
It must be low sodium.
Yeah, we did. I got the low sodium one.
Okay.
And I got this one because it was a little bit cheaper. And that was the thing, that this is Kroger brand. Kroger brand maybe a little better. We had Surefine brand, and that's what we used.
Kroger
Surefine.
brand's not
And
bad.
Kroger brand's usually pretty good. So I'm not, I'm not knocking anybody.
Mm-mm.
We still
I
do.
use
But
off-brand a lot.
if you're raising 6 kids, two of these will feed a family. Okay, you like crackers. And not the
Oh no, we never got
it
the
was-
fancy
it was
crackers.
cheap crackers. Now this is
Now I grew up eating SpaghettiOs.
okay, girl. Come here. Come here, girl. Don't get my fingers.
Gentle. She's like, I'm so excited. Is that a piece of Spam on her head?
I think pot in there.
She wears it like a hat.
I didn't get bit. Want to lick my fingers?
No, that's
Lick them,
where
don't
you
bite them.
That's
That dumb
where you
German
like it.
Shepherd one time, my dad was mixing up some meat, so he took his hands down there and let him lick off the meat. He just crunched on his fingers. That was a dumb dog. They called him Possum.
I grew up eating all varieties of Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs. I ate a lot of these until I looked at one of them and it looked like it had a bug in it, and that was it. And you know it's good when it's got that long of ingredients in the bottom of it. But again, like kids like this, my kids didn't eat it because, like I say, I got turned off on it. I just never made them eat it.
It doesn't. I tried one.
It's not as good as when
It's
you're a
not
kid,
as
was it?
good as when I was a kid.
And your kid, this is great stuff. This is a good meal. I mean, you enjoyed it.
Mhm. If Mom and Dad were going out or anything specifically, that was what I had for supper.
I still remember that. Okay, and then
Oh, we
I
still
put
eat
up
that,
pinto
yeah.
beans. We still eat that. Now,
Oh, quite regularly.
I will say, when I grow my own food, I never let them get to the stage. I always do shellies, what they call them. I let them get where they're still green. You pick them at that point, and you eat them then. So we never, ate, when we grew them, we didn't eat like this. We did buy a lot of them. I mean, you do this, you cook these, you take some French fries, make some French fries, there's cornbread. That was a meal, and that was a good meal.
Mhm.
That was, we appreciated when we got that.
It's actually quite healthy for you too. I mean, the fries aren't, but when you put the beans and either corn or rice, it actually gives you all the amino acids you need for a full protein.
Easy. You're just gonna sniff it?
Yeah.
Seriously? I'm gonna give her more.
See, I don't sniff.
Yeah, she don't sniff anything.
He's like, it was my turn.
And the last, and I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Last one I got though, there's nothing that speaks quality like getting spaghetti sauce from a can. My mom still uses this.
And we'll only use
And we'll
it.
only use that because they ain't gonna spend on that high price stuff for ragu and prego. That's the high price stuff. That's just a waste of money. She uses this.
How much is that? I've never even looked.
$1.99 a can.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not a whole lot cheaper.
No, because you're not getting that much in it, are you? How many ounces?
It's
Just-
24 ounces.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It don't look like it.
because it's thin. It ain't got no glass to it.
Mm.
Yeah. But this is what we were raised on. You go to my mom's house today, this is what you're getting. Somebody at church one time, they turned in their bills and they were saying, well, they should get their money back because the church is being cheap. They didn't want to pay for the people that made it. And basically said, but I will admit that they spent all that high dollar stuff on that ragu spaghetti sauce, that really high dollar stuff. That's how I was raised. Now, what I could not find, I don't know if they even make it anymore, but it was the ice cream department. And they made a product. It's called Mellorine. I may look it up, put the name in the description so you can look it up.
I don't think they make it anymore.
I did look it up on the internet. It's still on the internet. And basically it came in a square. Okay? It's imitation ice cream. And basically the stuff that I read said it was either vegetable or animal fat. And they put flavoring in it.
I just sniffing.
And anyway, and they put flavoring in it, and they sold it as ice cream. Okay, it's Mellorine, and it's a square container because all we had was the top of the refrigerator to put the ice cream, to put all your stuff. So if you had anything that was round, it wouldn't fit in the refrigerator good, freezer good.
Mm-hmm.
So they would put it in the freezer section. And you also had some stuff called ice milk,
Mm-hmm.
which is better.
Yeah, and
All
that was
things considered.
healthy.
Yeah, that was healthy. And then you had sherbet.
I liked that growing up.
And then we did have something called Oak Farm ice cream. I can't tell you what it tasted like because it cost $1 more a canister, so we never got to eat it. Plus, it came in a round container, so it didn't fit in the refrigerator.
Yeah, just okay, thank you.
So we still on deal?
Yeah.
So, you know, we couldn't eat that. Now today, when I go buy ice cream, it's Bluebell. And in fact, my kids, when Bluebell had their little problem with listeria, they didn't eat any ice cream for the 2 years they were down. In fact, we paid $10 for somebody to go to Houston to go get us some when it first started coming back. 'Cause they came back to the big towns into the smaller towns. That I'd never go to. What that Mellorine was, I don't know. I did know one time we actually bought some stuff from West Texas. It was in a square container, and we tasted it. It was bad. Bought it from also convenience store, because that's the only store that was open at the time. And we set it in the sink. We let it melt overnight.
Yeah, we thought. Anyway.
Come back the next night, and it's still in a square with the juices or oils and melted out, but it was still in a square.
It was
It's
puffy,
foamy.
Foamy. It was.
So we.
Yeah, that can't be good for you.
Because that's like the first time I drank a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm sitting there drinking it. We're just tired. I still drink it. I thought, I hate this stuff. Why am I drinking it? And it have aftertaste that lasted up to I ate supper that night. And I ate it right after lunch. So we still kind of raised on that way of being cheap. But anyway, this is some of the stuff that we ate. Like I say, Little Debbie's was a treat of choice. We would get Coke. Now, they did not cheapen on Coke. You would buy the Coke brand, but basically you only got to drink Coke once a day, and it was at night, and it's basically in a shot. I mean, it was a glass. It's about this big around. You got about that much in each glass. About 7 o'clock, my dad would say, "I'm kind of thirsty," you know, or ask my mom. She was kind of thirsty, and she'd say, "Yeah." I said, "Well, while you're getting your Coke, get us some too." She actually had a tray set up with these different glasses on it, and she'd bring it out to us to drink. So that's what we had for drinking the Coke, but we could never drink Coke just to drink Coke. And also, we always shopped on Tuesdays. Why Tuesdays? Because Tuesdays was double stamp day. And for you people that's too young to know this, used to, they would come, you had green stamps, you had gold stamps. According to the grocery store, most people had green stamps. And for every dollar that you spent, you would get stamps. You had a $1 stamp and $10 stamp, and you could fill up a book. And once you got the books filled up, you would get so many books, and then you could trade in those stamps at a store that was in Waco. It's about 35 miles away, and you go there to fill out, and you take those books, and you could buy products with them. So to get double stamps, which was the circulars still come out on Wednesday, so by Tuesday a lot of stuff is sold out, but they would bring those in, and that's why we would always shop on Tuesday, because we get double stamps. They don't do double stamps anymore. They do some coupons. They should do some coupons, but they weren't, back then they didn't double coupons and stuff. Also, but they would sometimes they would restrict you from one per customer. Well, what that
we
meant,
did that growing up too.
what that meant was that me and my two sisters would have to stand in line with those items, and she would give us the money. We'd all stand in the same one. And yeah, the camera's getting, the dogs are throwing a fit. But anyway, we'd all stand in line and pay for our little products, and the poor cashier just kind of gets the sad look on her face because they realized we were poor. But anyway, that's a trip down memory lane before my dogs tear something up. I hope you enjoy it. Put in the comments anything that you can remember that you used to have to buy that you don't have to buy anymore. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.